Hi, buddy. Hello. Morning there. How are you guys doing? You doing okay? Hey, good morning. How are you all doing? You guys doing all right? Let me just adjust this for a second. Awesome. Okay, here we go. People, can you go ahead and type in the chat to tell me where you're from? I don't know if you're able to do that. For some reason, I can't see any messages right now. I wonder. Just a second, okay? Oh, there you go. Hi, Vince. Hey. Hi, everybody. Oh, okay. Awesome. Now I can see. Wow, Vince, you're watching from Alaska? Super cool. Hi, Theron. Hi, dear Lenka. One of the members of my channel. Thanks for being here. Super cool. Lenka, I still want to see you in class. I haven't seen you in one of my Zoom classes. Super cool to see all of you. India, 2 people from India, super nice. It's very nice to be here, people. Thank you so much. Today, we are going to be talking about pronunciation in this class. Somebody, Maria from Buenos Aires, Punan from India, super nice. Derry, fantastic. Indonesia and Russia, Uzbekistan and Punjab. Awesome. Oh, wow. Hi from Kazakhstan. Awesome. Iran, Australia. Wow, so many people. Excellent. Thanks for coming, people. Oh, Lenka, you were at work and you made some time to watch me. So cool. People, if you see that Lenka is one of my members, one of the members of my channel, and she has a little emoji right next to her name, that means that she's one of the members of my channel. We talk sometimes. That's fantastic. People, look, today we're here to talk about pronunciation, okay? So I'm very happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys made this effort to be here and that we're all together talking. It's super cool. Thanks for coming. And again, what we're talking about today is pronunciation. This is a live free class about pronunciation, okay? And some of the sounds we're going to be discussing today, it's, let me post this. I'm going to write this in the comments. Some of the sounds we're going to be talking, it's the sounds of the letter I. Let me just put this here for you. So we're going to be talking about the pronunciation of the letter I as in read and big. You see, they're going to be a little different. It's like E and E. Also, we're going to be talking about the pronunciations of the letter. So sorry, the first one was the letter I, and this is the letter E. I'm looking at things and I'm doing something else. So first one, the pronunciation of letter I, as in read and big, and the second one as the letter E, as in get and hat. These are different sounds, the way we say this in English, and some of the many sounds of the letter U. And for example, the letter U can have the sounds of food, which is the big, long U sound, and book, which is the short U sound, and U. And there's a representation of the letter J, as in, we don't say Jew, we say U, as in university. And I think one of the most important pronunciations we'll see today is the letter, the tricky sounds of the verbs that end with ed. Okay, are you all with me? Everybody okay? Awesome. Very good. Let me see here. Papua New Guinea, it's 9 p.m. That's crazy, isn't it? It's 11:05 or 11:05 right now in London. Very good. Vince, buck. That's true. It's another sound of the letter U. We're going to be talking during today's pronunciation course. People, before we get started, I want to talk about pronunciation and accents. Okay, so I'm going to give you three options for the pronunciation of this word here. This one. Let me pin it. Okay. Can you all see that? Now, what is the pronunciation of that word? I'm going to give you three options, okay? The words that I put on top, just like what I'm drinking. Is it water? Option number one. Is it water? Option number two. Is it, oh my God, I have to keep saying this, see it's balloons everywhere. Or is it water? So water, water, and water. What is the correct pronunciation of that word? You tell me. Option number one, two, or three. Okay. People are saying one. Water. Okay. Three. Oh, Mauricio, you got it. Yes. People, that's the idea. And this is very important. All three pronunciations are correct. The first pronunciation is American. My English is very American, and I say water. But if you go to the United Kingdom, to England, Scotland, and Ireland, Wales, some of the accents will change, of course, but usually they say water. And if you go to Australia and New Zealand, my dear New Zealand friends, they would say water. And it's all okay. Now, it's really important that, in my videos, we learn how to speak the standard American accents, but there are many variations of accents in English language, even inside the United States. Just think of the regional accents you have in your own country when you say words like water in your language. Remember, all accents, as well as regional idioms, they are correct and should be respected. Okay? Very, very important. Okay. Now, can you guys say, just to get started, can you tell me how you say water or water or water in your language? Can you write here in the chat? So remember, all accents, they're all accepted, no problems. And if you are born in a place like, I don't know, Colombia, you will have the Spanish accent. If you're born in Indonesia, you will have the Indonesian accent, and it's totally okay. All right? The accent is not the problem. You have to learn how to communicate, and the pronunciation that I'm offering today, it's the standard American pronunciation. It's just one possibility. So, how would you say water in your language? And tell me what the language is. So we have agua. That's the same in Spanish, right? Nero in Greece. Water su, air in Indonesia. Nilu, oh, just like the river. Voda, Lenka. Oh, it's so similar to vodka, isn't it? I love this. So good. Karen, agua. All right. Water. South Carolina. Awesome. Very good, Vince. Fantastic, people. Oh, lots of Nehru in Telugu. Thanks for participating, people. You guys are the best. Very good. Nem in Thailand. Oh, I've been to Thailand. Such a beautiful place. Okay, people, let's get started today. Look, the first exercise, the first pronunciation what I'm going to be doing with you here, it's the two pronunciations of the letter I. So, okay, here we go. The letter I. Okay, so let me unpin this. And I'm going to ask you, I'm going to give you a little quiz. People, don't just stay there watching me. I want you to go ahead and participate. So I'm going to do a little poll here for you, okay? Look, what word am I saying? Look, I'm going to put two different words and they both have the sound of the letter I. And here we go. Can you see the poll over there? Okay, I'm going to say a word and you tell me, is it the option number 1 or the option number 2? You tell me, option 1 or 2. You can click on the poll. I think it's the first time I do this. Listen and click, okay? Read. Read. What word am I saying? Is that the word number 1 or the word number 2? Tell me. Read. Read. Which one? You can click on the poll there, people. Excellent. People, look, this is the idea. Let me see if you can see this. Is this visible here? It's going to be the first one. Read. People, this is the sound of E that we say in English. Read. Let me write this in the chat so you can all see, which is different from the sound of E. Read. So here we go. Read. E. The other one is read, and that's going to be different. So we have E for the first example and E for the second example. Let me give you another option or another example of this. Let me unpin this message here. And I'm going to end the poll. Very good, you guys. 81%. You got this correct. Excellent. Now let me give you another one. You ready? Now, what word am I saying? I'm going to give you another one here. So again, remember, you have to participate, okay? So which word am I saying? Okay. So the first one's going to be this one, and the next one is, now look at the chat, and I'm going to start a poll. And listen to me now, and you say, hit. Hit. People, what word am I saying? Hit. Click the options there. You have two options in the chat. Ah, very good, people. Awesome. Excellent. People, I'm saying hit, not heat. This is when it's very hot, the heat, and this is the verb when you hit your car, for example. Now, can you say this? I know I can't hear you, and it's okay, but in your houses or at work like Lenka, can you say this? Hit for the first one. Eh. Come on, hit. And heat, people. Heat. You see what my mouth is doing? He and he. It's a bit different, isn't it? Cool? This is the first sound that we're going to be studying, people. Look, let me do this. I'm going to do something different today. And I want to do a little exercise with you. So I'm going to share my screen here with you, okay? Is everybody with me? So let me share my screen here. Okay. I hope that you can all see what I'm seeing here. I think so. Okay. This is the course, one of the courses that I have. It's a pronunciation course. We'll talk about this in a minute. Let me go to the correct page. And I want to give you a little challenge, people. Okay, here we go. Actually, this one here. This is going to be a pronunciation in context. What I want you to do, people, I want you to try to understand the words in context. Actually, it's not above, it's below. This is part of the course that I teach online. And again, we'll talk about this later. But how many words can you get correct? So I'm going to ask you to write the answers in the chat. Is that okay? So for the first one here, it's not only the pronunciation that counts, it's the context. There is a huge sheep or ship in the ocean. What do you think? Let's see this in the chat. Come on, write it down. Excellent. Lenka, very good. Fantastic. Very good. You guys are great. Now, you got, this is the context. Ship is a boat. It's a big boat, isn't it? Now, remember, ship, the pronunciation will be like hit, and sheep would be like heat. It's the same sound, okay? Now, let's go to the exercise letter B. This is all part of my course, people. We'll talk about this in a minute. The wick or wick in the candle is too short. Write in the comments. Come on. This is a proper class. I love this. Very good, people. Karen, very good. Wick, Mauricio, David, dear Lenka, Pati Pedra, I remember you. Very good. That's it, people. Wick. It's that little tiny thing that you have in the candle that when you light it, it goes all bright. The wick. Now, I'm gonna do this. The next two parts, I'm gonna give you a second to do this. I'm gonna say the pronunciation, but you have to write in the context, okay? So letter C, he's in love with his partner. That's C. He's in love with his partner. And letter D, I've never seen this movie before. Now, what should I write there, people? Come on. Everybody. Javad, wick is that, you know, that when you have a candle to when it's nighttime and you're gonna light up a candle, that's the little thing that goes on top of the candle, and you can light it, and then there's light everywhere. Excellent, people. Kim, David, very good. Nina, excellent. Excellent, people. What I'm gonna do, I was gonna write this here, but you know what? I'm gonna write it on the board. So for the letter C, people, letter C, it's gonna be he's. Pronunciation, people. Look what my mouth is doing. He's in love with his partner. He. And I've never, for the letter D, I've never seen. Not sin. Seen. Does that make sense, people? Everybody? Excellent, Lenka. Super nice. Fantastic. People, you rock. You're doing great. Very good job. All right, now, let me stop sharing this for a second. Oh, can you see this okay? Whoops. There. I think it's better, right? So people, here in this exercise, we're talking about the first exercise we're doing today. We're talking about the sounds of the letter I. It sounds, the first one, like hit. Second one, heat. And it's the same sound of heat, he's. He's in love with his partner. And his, the same sound as hit, sin, sin. Good? Are you with me, people? All good? Everybody okay with this? Excellent. Very, very good. You're doing a good job, people. But look, this is not the only sound we're going to see today. We're going to see the sounds of the letter E. Not just the letter I, but the letter E, as in bed. Now, let me write this here. People, can you help me with a little quiz almost? What is the name of the object that a lot of us have in our rooms? It's a piece of furniture that you lay down at night when you're sleepy and you're tired. You're going to lay down on your, what's the name of that furniture, the piece of furniture, the object that we have in our rooms? Karen, bed. Excellent. Pillow too. I agree. Tharakumar, I agree. Pillow, that's okay. But I was thinking of bed. Harrier, pillow too. That's good. But I'm thinking of bed, people. Now, let me write this here. And you see that little transcription? There's the word bed, and then it's transcription. That's the IPA, the International Phonetics Table. That's the transcription that we have in English for you to understand the sound of it. Now, I want to give you another poll so you can participate a little more with me. Okay? Now, again, I need you guys to participate. Okay? So let's see. Sorry, let me just open this. I want to do a little poll. Okay, here we go. So what words am I going to be saying next, people? Is that the number 1 or the number 2? Option 1. I'm still writing this here, people. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a newbie in this. Okay, here we go. You ready? Now, listen to me. That's the poll right there. Listen to me and tell me, what word am I saying? Are you ready? Bad. Bad. What word am I saying? Bad. Okay. All right, come on. Vote. Vote in the poll. Bad. Yeah? Okay. Excellent. Excellent, people. You guys are doing really great. Look, this is the idea. When I say the correct word was, let me put this in capital letter. Jesus. Okay, here we go. Okay. Bad. The first word I asked you about was bed, where we sleep, as it was in pillow. You're right. But I was talking about bad just now. Look, what is the difference of pronunciation? And again, look what my mouth is doing. And again, do this at home or at work or in your car. Just don't hit your car, okay? While you're practicing and watching this live. Say this after me. Listen to me and see what my mouth is doing and repeat it. Say this, bad, bad. Come on, repeat it. Bad. Okay? Now, here, bed, bed. You see the difference? This is a more open sound that we go like, bad. And this is a sharp, almost like shorter sound that we say bed, bed. You want to see another challenge? Let me end this poll here. I'll give you another challenge. You ready? Let's do this more and like the analog way, just like organically, not in the chat. You ready? What word am I saying now? Listen to me. Is it option 1 or option 2? Listen. Men. 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 What word am I saying? Harrier, like live and leave. I agree with you. Yes. So, option 1 or 2? Men. Men. Oh, now we got ones. We got more twos. Very good, Lenka. Excellent. Karen. Munish, yes. Patti. Excellent. Derry J. Excellent. People, this is the one that I was saying because it's a shorter sound. Men. This one is man. Let's do a little challenge. Let me show you. I'm gonna again share my screen with you guys here, and with the material of my pronunciation course. People, oh, here we go. Can you all see this? Okay, now, all right. This is the exercise 5 of unit 2 of my pronunciation material. People, will talk about this material a little later, but if you're interested, you can go after this live and look in the description of the video. There's a link where you can go to buy this material, okay? There's videos and a book that comes along with it, but we'll talk about this later. What I want you to do, I want you to listen to me and mark the words below. Can you guess the words or the word that I'm saying? Look, let's do this. I'm going to give you not all of them, but maybe I'm going to start with here, number 2. I want you to tell me, am I saying the letter A, the option A, or option B? Are you ready? Let's go. Excellent. People, this is what I'm saying. Listen. Fan. Fan. Come on. What word is Rod saying? A or B? Or you can write it too. Fan. Fan. Excellent, people. Fantastic. What? Aline. B. Derry. Fantastic. Lenka, you rock. Excellent. People, what I'm saying is the option 2, which is going to sound similar to man, than. Now, be careful with the TH sound, than. The first one is thin, thin, and then is the letter B. Okay? Now, let's go to another one here, the option 5. Again, A or B. You can either write the letter or write the word if you're more comfortable with it, okay? Here's a challenge. This is all a pronunciation challenge that we're doing today, okay? Listen to me and tell me, what word am I saying? Head. Head. What word am I saying, people? Head. Come on. Min, very good. Munish, head. MJ, Samara, Lenka, you get everything correct. Are you kidding me? Kim Rio, head. Okay, that's it. Same idea. I am talking about the letter A, head. Head. The letter B, it's head. Had. I had a lot of time yesterday, but I didn't go anywhere. Okie dokie? Had. People, it's not easy to practice pronunciation. And again, it's okay if you have your accent. Remember, the accent is not a problem, but we want to try and pronounce the words the best we can. Okay? Now, this is a little bit of the unit 2 of this pronunciation course that I was talking about. Again, we'll talk about this in a minute. Now, I want to talk to you about the tricky pronunciations of words that end with ed. I need your help again, people. Don't just watch and stay there watching. Help me. You ready? Can you get, in English, we have irregular verbs like maybe break, like go, irregular verbs. I want you to tell me some regular verbs. Can you give me an example of regular verbs? So it's supposed to be a G, sorry. Regular verbs. Can you tell me some examples? Come on, write it in the chat. I want some regular verbs. Excellent. Live, like, decide, die, need. Excellent. Eat, mean, eat is an irregular verb because in the past we say ate, not eated. You see, we'll talk about this. Study, Samara, excellent. Change, Munish, sleep, okay. Those verbs, Munish, they are irregular because it's ate, slept, read, wrote. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna get one of the verbs that you suggested, and maybe, okay, why not? Let's talk about love. There's a lot of hate in the world, people. Today, I want to talk about love. Now, this is a regular verb because we use the ed at the end of it to make it a past tense of it. So verbs in English, people, they come with 3 columns. They come with the present, the past simple, and the past participle. Regular verbs, they have the second past simple and the third past participle columns. They're the same. You just put ed and boom, game over. But what about the pronunciation? People, look. When you see these words in the present, like I love to teach, I could say, I love to teach. And I could say this in the past, I loved to teach. Look what I'm doing. The sound that you're going to say in the past, it's not loved. It's not loved. Some of my students will say this. You forget the letter E and you say the letter D. Loved. Can you say this? Come on, listen to me and look what my mouth is doing. Say loved. Loved. Come on. Excellent. Derry, it's exactly that, but not with the letter T, but with the letter D. Words that will end with V will have that sound of D, not T. Very good. We love to hear. Excellent. Does that make sense? This is one of the pronunciations. There are 3 kind of golden rules. Now, help me here and tell me, what is the pronunciation, or rather, what is the past of this verb? The verb to stop. Excellent, Harrier. Sandy, good. That's the phonetic transcription. Fantastic. 3 rules, Mauricio. That's right. Love that you guys are participating today. So what is the past of stop? Can we get a little bit of alcohol here on my whiteboards while you guys are writing? Okay, much better. All right. You're all with me? Excellent. Lenka, my goodness, you rule. Excellent. Stopped. That's it. People, look. The past of stop, it's stopped with double P. There's a little rule. We're talking more about pronunciation today, but there's a grammar rule that we call CVC. CVC. That's consonant, vowel, consonant. When you have a CVC verb, you double the last C, the last consonant in the past. Now, because we're talking about the pronunciation, like what we did with love, remember, We talked about the pronunciation of love was loved, and it's the sound of D. This is similar, but this D is going to sound like T. Like Derry had said, yes, Derry, pronunciation stopped. Very good, man. Very good. Fantastic. So look what I'm doing with my mouth. The first one, the sound of D. Listen, it's very different. Loved. Stopped. Sound of D, sound of T. Loved. Stopped. Good? Are you with me? Now, okay, we have the sound of D, the sound of T. And how about a verb, for example, wait, that finishes with the letter T? The past, as you know by now, will be with the ed because it's a regular verb, not irregular. Now, what do you think the pronunciation will be like? Because this is different. Should I say with the sound of D, waited, or the sound of T, waited? I mean, I don't know. How should I pronounce it? What do you think, guys? ED. Hi, Shifa. Excellent. Roman. ID. Good. Harrier, you rock. Fantastic. That's it. Min, very good. This is what we're going to be doing. Some of my students are the South American origin, and they will roll their eyes, their R's. They will roll their R's, and they will say rid. My R is not the best, but when I say this in the past, so I say wait, and I say waited. I waited for you. Now, look what my mouth is doing. Listen to me and repeat, everybody. I waited for you. Waited. Okay? Everybody, can you say this? Now, here's a really big challenge. Let me go. I'm preparing a material here while we're speaking. 41, I think it is. Okay. This is a big challenge that I'm going to give you. What if I say it? Because I could say stopped it, loved it. But this, how should I pronounce this? Any ideas? People, this is a tricky one, isn't it? Now, when I say this, I say waited it. I waited it. Now, after you can come back to this recording and you can listen to this again, but these are basically the three sounds, and this is one of the most difficult words for my students to speak. I waited it. For example, I was waiting for the money to come, so I waited it, or I waited for it. But just to create a little challenge for pronunciation. Okay? Excellent. The British pronunciation, there, it's a bit different, and I'm not going to try, but it's waited it. It's because they pronounce the T a little strong, a little more strongly, but that depends on the area of the country. I recently visited England. It's such a nice place to visit. And I remember in the beginning of the live, we were talking about water or water. Some people will say water. Some people will say water. They don't say the T. And it's very different. Again, they're all correct and they should all be respected, but they're very different. That's the idea. Okay? Okay, this is the last challenge I want to give you today before we talk about my course. I don't know if you're interested about studying pronunciation, but we'll talk about this in a minute. Let me share my screen here again with you. Just a second. Now, can everybody see this? Let's see. I think so, right? Oh, okay. All right. Now, people, this is a pro tip for you. Let me read this for you. We all know that in everyday conversation, native speakers will never be that slow. And I was live yesterday on TikTok, and somebody said, could you please speak a little bit more slowly? And I did. But in everyday conversation, people, when you go and travel to an English-speaking country like South Africa or England or the States or Australia, people will not speak slowly. So what happened is people link sounds when they speak. It's kind of the idea that we were talking here, weighted. If we understand those linked sounds, we're halfway, like 50%, to speaking the language more accurately. Now, let's see some of the examples here. You ready? This is the example, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, you ready? Again, I know I can't hear you, but try to listen to me and repeat after me. Are you ready? People, the first part here, it's going to be stayed in, like we were talking about the pronunciation of ed, stayed in, but it really sounds like stayed in. I stayed in a fantastic hotel, for example. Make sure that you repeat at home, okay? Now say this: turned on, in, turned on. When I got home, I turned on the television, or I turned on Rod's YouTube channel. Developed I developed a software, or I developed a software. Say this: developed. Developed. Excellent. Needed and needed a. I needed a ride to get home. Okay, people, how does that sound? Does this sound okay? What you are seeing here on your screen, my dear friends, it's part of my course. And let me just stop sharing this. It's a course that I'm proposing to people, I'm selling to people. And the idea is that, okay, look, who's studying English has an accent. You could have an Indian accent, you can have a Brazilian accent, you can have a German accent. That's okay. But we want to make ourselves understood when we speak English, don't we? And I have a solution for you. Let me tell you about this pronunciation course that I'm suggesting for you to buy. It's got 6 classes, people, 6. I will teach you how to pronounce some of the most difficult sounds in English, not only the ones that we're studying today, but others like the sound of the TH, the RL sound, diphthongs, triphthongs. I remember a story of students, and I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you've seen any of these stories that I've told you here. But I have a South American student, and he traveled. He went to the United States to study English, and he went to Denver, a city in Colorado, right in the middle of the United States, the Rocky Mountains region, and he was staying with the family. In English, we call that kind of family a host family, where you go and you stay with the family, and then you go to school and you learn, and you come back to the house of the host family, and you can practice a little bit. So in the first night, the student was having dinner with his host family. The father of the family asked, "So what are you going to miss the most from your home country? What are you going to miss the most?" And he said, "I'm going to miss the bitches of my country." OMG, right? He was trying to say the bitches, the beaches, but he ended up saying bitches, which is a completely different word. So can you imagine the problem? It was like the family and the kids and the host father and the host mother. So people, to know how to pronounce words correctly is super important, isn't it? And that's what I'm proposing to you. One of the videos that in this pronunciation course, we'll talk about the differences between these two sounds. You don't want to be embarrassed. It's okay to have an accent, but you don't want to be embarrassed. People, I'm teacher Rod. I've been teaching English for more than 25 years. I taught English in the United States, in Brazil, and in Asia, in Vietnam, and New Zealand, where I lived. And I've seen thousands of my students improve their pronunciation with their courses. Nowadays, these people are managers, directors, and even CEOs. This course has got 6 videos, and it's got a material with challenges, with exercises, with Rod's methodology, and when you're going to repeat and record yourself. This course usually costs $20, $19.99, but only for a limited time, it's going to be $9.99. So just $10. Click on the link below or go to englishwithrod.com, okay? And then you can have more of just these challenges. No problems? Okay. Excellent, people. Excellent. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to give you one last challenge before I go. So remember, if you go to englishwithrod.com, you can find all the information you need. It's only $9.99, hours of video and pronunciation courses, okay? Another option that you can do, if you see here that Lenka, oh my God, Lenka, yes. And it's a woman dog too. You can see here that Lenka, my dear friend, she's writing and her comments are highlighted because she has a little emoji. She's one of the members of my channel. If you go to my channel here and you click on join and you become a level 3 member, you can have classes with me on Zoom. Come on, let's do this, and we'll have conversation classes, grammar classes, so you can be level 1, level 2, and level 3 members of my channel, but check it out later. Okay, one more challenge for you, which is also part of the material that I teach, for you to sound a little more natural. So I'm going to share the material again. Thank you, Lenka. Thanks for the support. Excellent. Let me share again the material that I'm talking about. People, this material that you see now on the screen is part of the course that I teach. And we're going to be studying this together if you buy the material. Just remember to go to englishwithrod.com. For you to sound more natural, people, one of the best ways to do this, it's when you use question tags. Remember, people, question tags are phrases or short phrases or statements that are added to the end of a sentence to transform this into a question. So, for example, he didn't go there. Did he? He doesn't love that. Does he? When you say the pronunciation here, you can just, to make it sound a little more natural, you say, did he? Now, again, listen to me and try to repeat in your houses or at work, wherever you are, try to pronounce this after me. Try to repeat this after me. Read this with me. He didn't go there, did he? Did he? Repeat. He doesn't love that, does he? She wasn't great, was she? He hasn't got the time, has he? He won't travel, will he? Are you repeating, people? Come on. Don't just watch. You have to participate. You wouldn't do that, would you? Would you? People, again, this is part of my pronunciation course. Oops, I don't know if you could see this before, but would you? This is part of my pronunciation course, the one that I'm selling here for only $10. Or again, you can become a member on my YouTube channel and click on join on my first page, English with Rod, here on YouTube, and have classes with me Come on, let's do this. Amazing. Thank you, people. Excellent. Oh, Vivian Maser. I love it. People, Vivian, it's one of my teachers. Hi, Vivian. How you doing? I love this, that you're watching. Excellent. This teacher, Vivian, one of the best teachers ever. Amazing what she does. Couldn't be happier. Fantastic. People, look, now this is the idea. Are you ready? I'm going to give you the last chance to ask me a question. You can ask me a question about grammar. You can ask me a question about my courses or my membership on YouTube or my classes with teacher Vivian. You can send me messages here. I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, we got 5 minutes to go before I have another class to teach. Come on, ask me questions. Thank you, Derry. Super nice. Hi, Turkey. Thanks for coming. Lots of followers are from Turkey. I'm going to Turkey, people, I promise, and I'll meet you there, okay? Such a beautiful country. I'm glad this is helpful, Kim. Kim Rio. Excellent. Awesome. Any questions you want to ask me? Remember, people, while you're thinking, EnglishWithRod.com for my English course. Only $10. Come on, hours of pronunciation practice. Or you can join me, join my channel here on YouTube and have Zoom classes with me. Let me explain this to you real quickly. There's 3 levels in my channel here on YouTube. The first level costs $2 and you have exclusive videos and challenges. The second level, I think it's $6, I don't remember. You have recorded grammar classes. And the third level, it's a little less than, I think it's $19. I should have prepared this before. $19. And this, you can have all the other benefits that the first levels 1 and 2 have, plus classes on Zoom with me. Very good. Hello, Orenberg. Very good. How to enroll in your classes for speaking skill. Madza, you just go to my YouTube channel here, click on join and become a level 3 member, and then you can have classes on Zoom with me. Very good. What about India? Can you you have the access, Anil Verma, right? You can have the access to YouTube, our YouTube channels. So I hope you can join us. Excellent, Lincoln, no problem. I have a question. How do you pronounce Anthony? I have Anthony Gamer. Hi, Anthony. How you pronounce accelerator? Anthony, when we have double C, words with double C, we say k. It's like the sound of KS. Accelerator, like accessories. Does that make sense? Accelerator. Hi, Nilofar from Afghanistan. Super nice. If you give a chance, try to talk. Yes, Munish, just become a member here on YouTube, and then you can have a class with me on Zoom. Yes. How long is my course? This course here, pronunciation that you'll find here, it's 6 recorded videos. Each video is around 25-35 minutes. So it really depends on your pace. It's all recorded, but we have a lot of interaction in the recorded courses, okay? Excellent. Adriano Super. The difference between angry and hungry, that's a good question. People, this is going to be the last answer, the last question I'm going to answer. Pat G. He comprendido? Oh my God, I think that's Spanish, right? My Spanish is terrible, Pat. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to answer now, Adriano Tiberly. I hope I'm saying your name right, friend. Look, goodness, my handwriting is terrible. This is a feeling. It's like when you're not very happy, the opposite of relaxed. And that's a sensation when you don't have food to eat. This one here, dear friend, you say, angry. Can you say this after me? Angry. And in English, a lot of words, not all the words, like they will have the sound of hungry. Can you say this? Angry, hungry. Now, some words are not necessarily, don't have this sound of huh in the beginning. There are exceptions, like honest. We don't pronounce the H, so it's just like honest. But usually they have this sound like hungry, house, happy. Does that make sense? Very good. Oh, Junura, by and by, they have the same pronunciation, dear. Same pronunciation. By, as in the preposition, and by as a verb. I live by the river, for example. Same pronunciation. I buy candies every day. Cool? People, thank you so much for coming today. Again, and one more time, I'm going to write my website here for you to go and check. But if you go below this video, there are some options that you can click to see my courses. And again, if you go to youtube.rod, English with Rod, let me write this for you people here. Just a second. I'm going to write the link that you can click to become a member, okay? Let me just find this here. And then you can just click on that link. It's down below here too, but you can click on that link and you can become part of my community, part of my membership here, and have classes on Zoom with me. Does that sound okay? Look, this is the, okay, here. This is the channel that you can click on. The link, I mean, that you can click on. And there you go. Okay, very last question. Air and hair and hair. Okay, there you go. It's the same. The first one is air, as in when you receive money from a family member when he or she passes away. And hair is the same pronunciation. People, thank you so much. Thanks for coming. You can follow me here on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram and English with Rods on TikTok, English with Rods. Thank you so much. Much love to you all. Remember, it's too easy to hate and make war. Just try to talk. Now that you speak English, you can make connections with the people here in the chat. And much love. It's easy. It's easier to love. Forget hate, okay? Much love to you all. Let me see if I can do this on my computer. Can I do this? Yes, there you go. Much love to you all. Much appreciated. I'll see you soon, okay? Bye, people. The links are down below here. Have a great day. Bye, Lenka. Thanks for being a member. Thank you so much. Bye now. See ya.